Start doing what I wanted to come over here to do to start with. Okay, and I don't remember what the hell that was either, but we're over here, so hopefully it'll come to me. I've got a couple of videos out there that I'm going to post on another channel there because they're really, they're going to be boring. That's all I can tell you. Not unless you just want to watch me walk around and talk a lot. But, and like I told you, sometimes, you know, when I put these up, sometimes I'm putting them up so that my kids will know what I'm doing through the course of the day. You know, so they kind of have an idea of what's going on down here with that. Because they're all but one is out of state. They're in Florida, they're in Michigan, you know, so we don't get to see them that much. So anyway, I had a couple of Cat 5s, which there's another one here, this one. This is a Cat 8, I think it is, and it's direct berry double shielded. It's the gray one. So what I want to do here is, hold on a minute, I want to get a pair of cutters. Because I want to cut some of those ribbon, wire ties that I have on here. Because that's what I've been doing basically, just walking around here cutting these things off. Why am I showing you that? I have no idea. Come on, get out of there. Okay, that one's stapled in. Okay, I can deal with that. That one's stapled in. Okay. So let me find a home for you for a second. Where do you want to sit? Put you over here. Just for a minute. Just for a minute. Are you even on? Yeah, you are. Hello? Okay, so. I'm going to do something so I can pull that staple out. And I know this little stripper thing looks the best. Even though this really isn't made for it. It does work well. So in order for me to do this, because when I was putting all this stuff in, a lot of this stuff wasn't here. Meaning this thing, you know, there was a wall here, but other than that, up there, that was all put up after this. Which makes it a little difficult because now, even though I put a little channel there, hoping to have enough to squeeze things through, there isn't enough. So what I had to do is start taking all this shit down, which means I had to move this out of the way. Then I had to unscrew the cabinet that's hanging on the wall, hopefully, and hoping that I was able just to jiggle it back enough, to get the wire out, which I was lucky enough to do. So now I got to bolt that back up. Right now there's just one screw hole in it. So this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just pulling wires and running wires. That's up out of my way. Where can I put this? You know what? Let's just throw it up here. Okay. Alright, so now, let's get this off of that. Let's get this off of that. Now this goes this way. This is where it's going to get a little striagonous. Hold on a minute. I know, I'm over here. I'm pulling on this wire here. But it got hung up over there, and I don't want to get it hung up and lose an end. So hold on a second. So here's something. Here's a newsflash. If you ever decide to really run wires and bury them and run them up in the ceiling, make sure you're not going to want to take them down. You know, it is a pain in the ass. Now, if it didn't have the end on it, it would be easy. But these are the ends, and like I say, because of all that, it gets caught, pop, next thing you know, you're going to break it off. It's no good. And then what? Now, see, what I had done since then was I ran this switch box. This is an internet switch, and it takes 8. So, with this one wire here, with the red tape, which is down on the other end with a piece of red tape, connects to this box. So anything I need to do back here now, I don't have to run wires back here, and that's what I was doing. But now that that's in, there's a lot of wires that are just sitting there. And some of them are good wires, like this gray one and that black one. And you pay extra when you buy, especially the long ones, when they're double shielded, direct bury, you know, they're a pain in the ass. That's all there is to it. Okay, now, where is this one going to go? Because again, I don't want to lose or ruin an end. So, it goes behind that thing, and then over there someplace. I think it crosses over, but I'm not sure. Let me put these back over here for now, so I don't forget where I put them. Because now I'm walking around, if I have it in my hand, it's going to end up in my hand. I think that's it right there. I can't tell. I can't tell because I can't see the cover. Because it's dark up there. It's dark. Let me get the flashlight. Not unless I can tell from here. Oh, here it is. Okay, found it. That's not the one over there. That's another one. So let's take this little staple down. A lot of waste of these too. And these are not cheap. These little staples. Hey, how you doing, Jam? Mommy went to see her sister. Yeah, her sister lives about 8 blocks from here. And her niece is coming down from, well, she's in Connecticut, but she's quite a ways up. So she's coming down to her mother's house, which is my wife's sister. Huh, and here's my flashlight over here on the floor. I even forgot where I put it, so it fell down. Huh. It still works. Huh, Jen? Yeah, huh, Tuck? Alright. So now I'm walking around with you in my hand. And did I tack that wire up there? Don't tell me I did. I did. I mean, I gotta get the ladder. Alright, hold on, guys. Alright. Yeah. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? You want some loving, huh? Yeah? Yeah, where are you? There you are. Huh? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, at least you didn't wake me up last night. No. You all start getting rambunctious about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And they want your attention, so what do? If I'm on the couch especially, she sticks her head over the arm of the couch and she starts licking my face. And then she'll start barking into the bedroom. Was meaning Darlene. I have a few traffic cones around. So she took 3 of them and she put them about 6 feet apart. So when she goes out there, she runs, well, she doesn't run through them, but she goes through them, and then they start going through them. And then the next thing you know, they're all playing, going in different directions back there. What I need to do this summer, I gotta make some changes back there. Like I said, every year I try to do something different in the yard so that they have something different to do back there so they don't get bored. don't know if you remember when I made the little tunnel out of those big 3-foot pipes that I had. They're concrete, they're made for sewers and stuff. Well, I had 4 of them. They stand about, I don't know, 13 inches tall. And I put them together. And then I covered it with dirt. So even though it was ground level, it kind of looked like it was like a tunnel. And then I flattened out the top of the dirt in layers, so it was a big pile that they were able to step up, lay on the top, lay on a layer, do whatever they wanted to do. And then I made, the year before that, I made like a den. I had a bunch of trees. It was 8, 10 feet long. So I built like a tree fort about 3 feet or so off the ground. And it had 2 openings about 2.5, 3 feet wide on each end, one over here and one over here. And on the top, I put stumps to make a step. I covered the top because I had the trees across the top. Covered the top with dirt and I planted grass. Then I came up off the top of that and I put one of those camouflage nets and hung that up, and then I put ivy on the poles and it started to grow up on top of the camouflage net. So they used to lay up there and catch the breeze or go underneath and be in the shade, and they enjoyed it. Well, what happens is over time, where's that where I go? Oh, here it is. The tree bark or whatever, it just starts to rot after a while. Let me get this one down over here. Hold on. It's going to be easier to take it down from this side. There it is. From this side. From over there and over there. So far, as far as the service goes, it seems to be pretty good. You just gotta do a little work that they don't tell you about on your end. When it comes to some of the stuff, not wanting to boot up. They gotta do the re-entering on the gizmo. The gizmo? Yeah, you know what it is. Like I said, when you turn on the internet, you gotta find their hotspot, so to speak. Then you gotta do all new passwords and all that kind of stuff. And the same with the email, the POP servers. It's not that it's a big deal. It could be if you're not familiar with it. I'm familiar with that enough to get that started and to do that. But by no means am I a crackerjack into this stuff. That was a smart one. Yeah, it was. Yeah. No problem. I think you got it good. Smooth move, X-Lax. kind of strange because I never really had problems with my knees until I was done with Coastie, because the last day or two I had her on the ground. So I was on my knees most of the day, you know, on my knees, moving, walking around on my knees to get different, you know, and then getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. And the day that I dropped her off down at the station or sector, my knees were starting to kill me. And I'm thinking, well, it'll be okay. And then, because I never had knee problems before. So a couple days later, the right knee started to be okay. Right knee's fine. The left knee, however, never completely healed, you know, as far as got better. And the last couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, it's really bad. You know, I have to lead with my right foot all the time. You know, when I'm going downstairs, I have to use my right foot. I just can't walk down the stairs normally like I used to. You know, foot, foot, foot. You know, now it's right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot under the same step. You know, I can't go right foot one step, left foot next. And it's actually gotten worse. And then for the last week or so, even after rubbing it and using the TENS unit on it and putting the support on it, sleeping with a pillow, actually sleeping with the pillow between my legs made it worse. Yeah, it did. So last night, somebody told me if I took a spoon or a piece of metal or steel or stainless, whatever, something that's smooth, nothing sharp, and something that's relatively thick, you know, almost like a big metal spoon. Put some type of a lubricant on your leg, and there's a way that you rub with the spoon. You know, you're kind of pushing kind of hard. It turns red. And you're feeling it. You can feel the sensitive spots and everything. And I really didn't feel too much of a difference. Because even laying down, if I moved my foot to kind of like move the blanket a little bit, you know? Well, I'm going to tell you, about a half an hour later, boom. When I woke up this morning, boom, nothing. I mean, well, there's something, but it's nothing. I can bend and move my leg, you know. So I'm going to try doing that for a couple more nights to see if that helps a little bit. You can't see it right now, but I'm moving my leg around. I don't want to put a lot of weight on it just yet, but it's good enough now to where I can actually start doing some exercises with it. As long as I don't want to put weight on it, like I said. So anything I do will be done laying down for a while anyway. All right, so I don't know where I was because I keep changing subjects. You know that. All right, so I think, oh, there it is. Now this is the one that I'm hoping comes through without getting stuck. And it feels like that's not going to happen. It feels like, yeah, I confused myself for a minute. But that helped a little bit. Strong possibility. Up on this side. Down a little bit. See, it shouldn't hang up going in that opposite direction. Okay. Right, so it shouldn't hang up going in that direction. If you're going in this direction, there's a little bit of a ledge there. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. long as the battery's still going. There it is here. Ooh, I gotta get this back so I can get through here. Alright, here's the light. Alright, see that little ledge right there? See the wire? Right there? The little gray wire? Well, it's hanging up on that going that way. Coming this way is right there. See it? So it's not going to hang up there. So if it does, I can reach it. I can't reach up in there. You kind of know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got the picture. Now, let me put my hand over here to help guide that wire around that piece of wood. Because it'll slide easier on my skin than it would on that corner. Yeah, I'm getting wire burn. Got to make that turn.